John! How many years has it been since you left home?
What? Who cares how many years it's been? I've no intention of coming back.
You act all tough, but don't you still live in the same city? You actually want me to come and visit you, right? Should I come over?
What are you talking about?
You probably meant to keep your address a secret, but I found out where you live!
Oh, okay. I already knew that you know the apartment I live in.
Huh?
But neither you or Mom and Dad have any interest in me, do you?
What makes you say that?
Mom and Dad didn't care about me from the start. And you seem to have been satisfied when she stole my ex-girlfriend.
Ah, so that's how you see things.
I'll just move again if you stop bothering me.
Oh, I see. I get it. So that's how it is.
What is it? You're creeping me out.
What if I told you that I was actually bothering you in a way you wouldn't notice? And that it's bringing you a lot of misfortune?
Huh?
Well, I guess there's no use in trying to keep it a secret, so I'll tell you.
What is it?
You haven't noticed that I stole your girl again, haven't you?
Huh?
Not only that, but it seems that I accidentally impregnated your wife!
What are you talking about? What is this about my wife?
I'm saying that your wife is now pregnant with my child! Which means that it's time for you to get divorced!
Oh, is that so? I'm just gonna ask, but how many days has it been since you got pregnant?
Last time she told me she said it was 11 weeks. Well, get divorced as soon as possible, alright? I can't believe I was able to steal your girl a second time! You're pathetic, Jack!
I see. You know, you should really not get too excited with your jokes, Mark.
What?
Bye, then.
Wait a minute! I wasn't joking! I was being serious!
Hi, Scarlett. I just checked into the hotel.
Hi, John. You must be tired.
Can I ask you a weird question? Sorry if it makes you uncomfortable.
What is it?
Have you met my brother Mark before?
What? Your brother? No, I never have.
That's what I thought. There's no way you two have met before.
Why'd you ask?
You see, I got a text from my brother this afternoon that will probably make you really disgusted.
A text that would make me really disgusted? What was it about?
It's probably fastest if I just show you our conversation. But I'm worried that you'll get really upset.
Just give me a summary, will you?
He told me to divorce you since you're pregnant with his child.
Huh?
You said something about you being pregnant for 11 weeks now.
No, there's already no way it can be true then.
Right. Which is why I don't believe a word he said. I just thought I should tell you about it.
Got it. Thanks. I'll stay at home until you get home tomorrow just to be safe. I'll probably be glued to the laptop since I'm so busy with work anyways. And I already have enough food, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Yep, that's probably a good idea.
And? What are you going to do about your brother?
Well, it depends on what my brother decides to do from now on. I'll need to wait and see what he does first.
Got it. Tell me if I can help.
Sorry for causing trouble. It's my problem, not yours.
It's fine. I knew the situation you were in when we got married. So, no need to worry about it.
Thanks.
What's up, John? You prepared to divorce her yet? I mean, it's not like you have a choice. Your wife's pregnant with my child.
There's something I want to ask you, Mark.
What?
Are you employed right now?
Huh? What's this about suddenly?
You're gonna have a child. You'll need money to raise him or her. You'll need to be able to support your family once you're a father.
What? What are you worrying about? Your wife's rich, so there's no need for me to work.
I mean, I guess it's possible for the wife to earn money and for you to do the housework.
That's not what I meant. I've never done any housework in my life. But it's fine if I don't work.
That's ridiculous.
That's the kind of marriage I wanted. Which is why I decided to steal your wife after I found out about her.
What do you mean?
Your wife inherited a huge amount of money, right?
What, inheritance?
Which is why I came up with the perfect plan to steal your wife. So that's how it is. I really am sorry for you. Now the $1 million of inheritance is mine.
I have one more question.
What is it? You really don't give up, do you?
You keep talking about my wife, so you must know her name, right?
Of course I know her name! It just feels better to call her your wife. It gives me this sense of superiority.
Then what's her name?
Amanda!
Huh? Amanda?
I answered your question. You happy now? Just get divorced already, will you? Hey, John! It's already been 1 week! How's the progress going with the divorce? When's it going to happen?
Why do you keep talking about me and my wife divorcing?
Huh?
Even if she is pregnant with your child, you're still rushing things too much. Is there some other reason?
Not really.
I was just kidding. I already guessed as to what was going on from what I found out in the past week. Dad's company is on the brink of bankruptcy, right?
What?
You knew that at this rate, you guys wouldn't be able to support yourselves anymore. That's when you found out from somewhere about my marriage and heard that my wife was the daughter of a wealthy entrepreneur who inherited a huge amount of money after her parents' death. You first broke up with my ex-girlfriend Kate, and then came up with a plan to steal my wife.
You found out that much?
I was able to contact Kate through a friend. She told me everything.
That bitch! Yes, what you're saying is true. But you're too late, aren't you? Amanda already wanted to divorce you when we first met. Getting divorced was only a matter of time.
Oh, is that so?
Amanda said that if I helped her to get divorced with you, she would use some of her money to help Dad's company. Which means that she agreed to me stealing you from her and making her pregnant!
I see. So you were depending on the inheritance money you planned to steal, huh? But isn't that a bit strange? My wife's parents are currently in Hawaii on vacation.
What?
I just talked to them yesterday through video chat. They're still pretty healthy, so it's a bit too early to be talking about inheritance money.
What are you talking about? But Amanda's...
My wife isn't named Amanda.
What?
My wife's been living abroad since she was 12 due to her parents' work. I met her 2 years ago while I was abroad on work. She only returned to Japan 2 weeks ago for our marriage, which which is why it's impossible for her to have been pregnant for 11 weeks. Or for you to have even met her.
Hold on. I don't understand what you're saying. Then Amanda is...
Amanda is Kate's younger sister.
Huh?
Apparently Amanda was the kind of person who wanted to steal everything that was her sister's, including her sister's boyfriend. While I was going out with Kate, she would always attempt to seduce me and steal me from her sister.
What?
But then you stole Kate from me and we broke up, so Amanda left too. My life suddenly became so much more peaceful.
Huh? How could your life have been peaceful after your girlfriend got stolen?
That's how much Amanda was a bother to me. After she lost interest in me, she started waiting for a chance to steal her sister's new boyfriend, you. She found out about Dad's company being on the brink of bankruptcy. Made up this story about her being my wife who inherited a fortune from her parents. She knew you would try and steal her from me.
So the inheritance is...
She made it all up. The fact that I actually got married recently was a coincidence. You could have easily checked the family registry and found out that Amanda was lying, but you didn't. Amanda might even be lying about her being pregnant, so you should really make sure.
What?
Seems like we've cleared the misunderstanding, so I guess it's time to say goodbye.
Hey, wait!
Oh, one more thing. For some reason, you think that I still live in the same city, but I found a new job and moved someplace else right after you stole Kate from me 3 years ago.
What?
Someone else is in my old apartment now, so don't bother your neighbors by trying to barge in or something.
Wait! You didn't tell me your wife's name yet!
I won't tell you.
Then tell me your new address!
No thanks.
What?
Bye! I told him not to do it, but it seems Mark tried to barge into the apartment room I used to live in. There was no nameplate on the front, but apparently this was because the new resident didn't want to have to deal with door salesmen. My nuisance of a brother kept knocking on the door and shouting my name, saying that Amanda lied about being pregnant and that she left him. He said to hand over my real wife instead. Obviously, he was caught by the police. He got off with a warning, but apparently the news of him being arrested was enough to bring down Dad's company. Later on, the whole family started barraging me with texts telling to give them money, since now they were in debt. That's when I decided to change my phone number.
Hey, Janet. It's been a while. Is now a good time? I have some unfortunate news. Susan, what's going on? I'm going to have a wedding. What? Really? My boyfriend proposed to me. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't tell you that I got proposed to. There's been a lot going on, and I couldn't tell you right away. Well, that's okay. Why is it unfortunate news that you're getting married? It's good news. Because I feel bad for you? Why? Because you're 5 years older than me. But I'm getting married before you. No, I don't feel bad. I have no desire to get married now. I'm genuinely happy if you're happy. You're acting tough. Huh? But it can't be helped. Look at you. What are you trying to say? It's hard to believe we're sisters, isn't it? I'm so beautiful that people look back at me on the street. But you are so ugly that people on the street want to turn their heads away. Huh? I really feel sorry for you. Because of your looks, Mom and Dad don't even love you. You were always compared to me, and you feel frustrated all the time, don't you? It's true that I had a complex about my looks as a child. I had mixed feelings when I saw how much my parents doted on you. But now, I don't mind it at all. No one around me ever says anything bad about my looks. I'm too busy with work to worry about that. I see. I'm sure people around you just can't say how they really feel about you. Anyway, I'll send you an invitation too. You'll definitely come, right? Well, we're family after all, and I'm planning to attend. But when's the wedding? The first Sunday in 2 months? Okay. Then I'll keep my schedule open. Thanks. Susan? What does this mean? What's wrong, Janet? I just arrived at the venue a while ago. It was almost time for the ceremony to start, but nobody showed up. I thought it was strange, so I asked the staff. You had a wedding actually last week? Oh, that's right. Sorry about that. We had to change the date due to his work. I completely forgot to tell you. You mean you forgot to tell only me? That's right. Isn't it normal to tell your family first for something that important? It can't be helped, can it? You are not only ugly but also forgettable. From the looks of it, you intentionally didn't tell me about it. You got me. Can you explain what's going on? I had to adjust my schedule and rush to the wedding venue, even though I'm busy with work. Oh my God! Are you mad at me? Who wouldn't be mad at you for this? I just wasted the whole day because of you. You're not that busy. You're overreacting. I can't believe you intentionally didn't inform me of the schedule change. You have an explanation that makes sense to me, don't you? I don't know if you'll be convinced, but you might be like, aha! Get to the point. Okay. You haven't been in touch with your fiancé lately, have you? What? Fiancé? Actually, your fiancé has become my husband. Huh? I surprised you, didn't I? I'm sorry, Janet. I know you dreamed of marrying him, but it's impossible for an ugly girl to be happy. It's always me, the beautiful one, who wins. So, I got your fiancé. Huh? If you attended the wedding, you'd definitely make a scene, right? You'll be screaming and yelling and saying, I want my fiancé back. So I sent you a different invitation than the others. Huh. So you lied about changing the date of the ceremony. You just sent me a fake invitation? That's right. I didn't want my friends and acquaintances to know that I have an ugly sister like you. I'm embarrassed, to be honest. I didn't want to see you, so I had the wedding last week. I went to the trouble of making invitations with changed groom's name and the date. Then you shouldn't have invited me. After all, you just wanted to harass me, didn't you? That's not it. In order to keep you quiet until the wedding was held, I had no choice but to do it this way. By the way, I don't have a fiancé. Huh? I may have told you before. I have no desire to get married. I don't have a fiancé, nor am I dating a man. Wait. You're acting tough again. I feel beyond pity that I started laughing. I don't care what you think. Anyway, today's not your wedding, right? Nope. I'm really sorry, Janet. I know it's frustrating. Not only you lost your fiancé, but when you came to the wedding, you were all alone. I can't stop laughing just imagining that. You're such a bitch, aren't you? Oh well. I've already taken a day off from work. I'll just go sightseeing near the wedding venue and go home. Oh, poor thing. You didn't even get invited to your sister's wedding. You're so miserable that you go sightseeing alone. Janet, guess where I am? Huh? I don't know. I'm in Paris. Okay. Well, I'll see you later. I'm busy. Hey, wait! What? Janet, aren't you frustrated? What do you mean? I'm on my honeymoon in Paris with my husband. This is where you wanted to come with your ex-fiancé who became my husband. I just went to Paris last year with my friends. What? You're full of lies. If you don't believe me, I can send you the pictures. No thanks. I don't want to see your pictures. You've never been abroad, have you? You don't have to make up stories. Well, you don't have to believe me. I've been going abroad several times a year for the past few years, for both work and private. Now I'm more interested in taking it easy and traveling around the US. What? That's something that an old lady does. Oh, you're an old lady. You are an old lady who is over 30 years old. Aww, an old lady who didn't even notice that her fiancé had somehow become her sister's husband. So, who are you talking about? I don't remember him at all, so tell me his name. Gosh, what are you talking about when you know him best? I'm asking you because I don't know. I'm not going to tell you. Why not? I don't want to leave my husband's name on your WhatsApp account. I worry you'll get jealous and do something to him. I can't be jealous if he steals someone I don't remember. There you go. Even now you're shaking with frustration, right? So, I'm not frustrated or anything. Oh, sorry, Janet. My husband needs me, so see you later. You're not going to tell me, are you? Julie, do you have a minute? Good evening, Janet. I was just about to call you too. What? What do you mean? Well, your sister's wedding last week. You got sick the day before and got hospitalized, so you couldn't attend. How are you feeling? Have you been discharged from the hospital? I was in the hospital? Yes. My cousin was invited and that was what she heard. Oh, your cousin was invited. I see. So that's how she explained it. No? I haven't been sick. Of course I was not in the hospital. Huh? Wait a minute. What do you mean? I've talked about how I don't get along with my family, haven't I? Of course. I remember. I thought you had reconciled. Reconciled? She said that at the wedding? My cousin told me about this. Your sister said it was a shame that you couldn't come to the wedding after you and her reconciled. I see. She's been lying all over the place. Was it a lie that you were in the hospital and you two reconciled? It's all a lie. Actually, I heard that the wedding was a week late the day before yesterday. Huh? The date on the invitation card was different for me. When I went to the ceremony, no one was there. My sister set me up. What? That's harassment. Well, it's just the kind of prank she'd pull. The invitations that I got, not only the date, but the groom's name was changed. What? Why would she do that? My sister seems to have mistaken the groom for someone who used to be my fiancé. Huh? Even though I told her I didn't have a fiancé, she won't listen to me at all. I don't know if she's just elated because she thinks she married my fiancé, but the messages she sends me are so annoying. When I ask her the name of the groom, she gets so amused and doesn't even tell me. What do you mean? She says she's afraid I'll get jealous and do something to him. There's no way I can be jealous when I don't have a partner. But the fact that my sister is so convinced that he's my fiancé, he must be related to me in some way. That's why I contacted you. I see. Can you ask your cousin the groom's name? Okay, I'll call her right now and ask her. Hold on a second. I'll get back to you soon. Please do. Janet, I got the groom's name. His name is Bob. Do you know him? Oh, I see. So, you do know him. How do you know him? Well, I'll tell you all about it when things have settled down. Okay, I understand. Thanks for the information. Janet? What's this all about? You shouldn't have gone this far just because you were dumped by your fiancé. Oh, Susan, what's wrong? Don't play dumb. You sent me a content-certified mail. What were you thinking? Demanding alimony from your own sister? It's going to cost a lot to start our life. Well, you did something that cost you alimony. You'll just have to pay for it. I don't want to. I won't pay you a penny. It wasn't me who demanded it. Huh? What are you talking about? The sender's name is you. Take a good look at the envelope. What? That's the same name, but it's not me. The last name is different, isn't it? That's right. Wait a minute. Who is she? She's the woman who was mistaken for me by Bob. Huh? We were in the same hobby club and became friends, having the same name and the same age. He was also a member of the same club. He approached her thinking she was running a company and was rich. But I'm the one who runs the company. Huh? You are a company owner? I didn't hear anything about that. I thought you became a regular company employee after graduating from college. I started a business with a friend a few years ago. You're kidding. Mom and Dad never said anything about you starting a business. We've been estranged for so long. I just never got a chance to tell you guys. Anyway, he mistook the other Janet who looked like a successful beauty, so he aggressively pursued her, and they ended up going out. But after they got engaged, he realized that he had been mistaken and dumped her. What? I heard that he was always asking her money. She loved him and wanted to marry him, so she was giving him whatever he wanted her to. But when she found out his true nature, she was furious. I'm sure he made his move on me right after that, but seeing what happened to the other Janet, I dumped him right away. At that time, she was getting ready to file a claim against him for breaking off the engagement. That bastard ran away. You can't mean he ran away? I don't know how it happened, but when he found out that my parents were also running a company, Dad's property was targeted. He set his sights on you, who he knew would fall for him if he claimed to be my fiancé, and married you. Oh no! So he was after money after all? Yes. That's terrible! He was praising me a lot, saying he fell in love at first sight, me being a beautiful woman. You should check on the family's property situation as soon as possible. Huh? It would be a disaster if he had his hands on it. No way! That's the worst! Could it be... I told my dad and asked him to check. He said $200,000 is missing. I knew it. Janet, what should I do? I married a bad man. Looks like it. But you chose him. You like him, don't you? I mean, I wouldn't have married him if he wasn't your fiancé. He's good looking, but he doesn't have a real job. I had no idea he was such a piece of shit. I'm sorry to hear that. If you didn't fake the groom's name on the wedding invitation, I would have known about it earlier. Ugh! Well, you asked for it. Stop saying that and help us! Why? What? You haven't forgotten, have you? You and our parents kicked me out of the house. Oh. I don't know if you wanted to keep their love to yourself even after you grew up. Or maybe you just wanted to harass me. You always insulted me and you convinced them to kick me out of the house. That's because you were in the way. In the way? You were ugly, but you always got good grades and you were very competent. I couldn't stand the fact that Mom and Dad's attention was shifted to you. And like you, I didn't do a good job. I'm a freelancer after all. I was so annoyed. You didn't study when you were in school. You just hung out. Shut up! Unlike you, I'm beautiful. I was so busy dealing with all kinds of people asking me out. I didn't have time to study. Really? But wasn't it strange that you were taking it out on me? Do you remember what you all said to me when I got kicked out? You're not family. Our daughter is just our sweet Susan. I won't help you no matter what. You ugly bitch, go live on your own. Don't ever come home. Do you think I want to help someone who said those things to me? You don't have to bring it up again. Do you know how I felt when my family left me out? I'm sorry for what I did back then. Your own sister is in trouble right now because she's being sued for alimony. You should help your sister. Don't you know the word help each other? I don't remember being helped. Don't say that. Help me. Why should I help you? We're family, right? I was kicked out of the house because you all said we weren't family. Janet, do something about this. Don't be so cocky, you ugly bitch. It's amazing you can come up with that line in this situation. Oh, no. You're the one with the most money in our family right now. Don't include me in our family. Help me. You run a company, right, Janet? Please, give me some money. You looked down on me for so long and now you're asking me for money? You're shameless. Then lend me some money. I'll pay you back. Bye. I'm blocking you now. Janet! I cut her off, so I've only heard rumors about what happened after that. My sister and Bob scraped together what little savings they had, and they paid the other Janet alimony. This is the end of the story for the other Janet. But the most serious problems are probably my parents and sister. Bob is actually in debt, and as soon as he married my sister, he apparently put $200,000 of my parents' money toward paying off the debt. My father was furious and something bad happened. More than 90% of his employees quit. My father had always had a bad reputation among his employees. And the fact that my parents had been harassing me with my sister came to light. The employees got fed up and left. My father's company stopped functioning and soon went bankrupt. Now, a battle has started between Bob, who wants to quickly divorce and leave, and my parents plus sister, who are screaming for the money to be returned. A life of extreme poverty has ensued. And I told my sister that I had no desire to get married, but I started going out with a man I met through work. He proposed to me the other day. I have no intention of informing my parents or sister that I'm getting married. We are planning to hold a wedding party soon, inviting only our closest friends.